It is an unfortunate truth in the United States that when you have the money, you have the power. You're able to buy politicians, and you're also able to control the media narrative. Amazon, one of the world's largest companies owned by the world's richest man, is obviously going to have a little sway here and there in that regard. So recently, Amazon recorded a propaganda piece and wrote out a script, which they then sent to local news stations, and those local news stations aired this propaganda piece unchecked. No fact checks at all. They just aired it. This is one of the most dystopian videos that I've ever seen, and just goes to show you how powerful corporations are. Take a look at this video, and then let's discuss.
Millions of Americans staying at home are relying on Amazon.
Millions of Americans staying at home are relying on Amazon.
Millions of Americans staying at home are relying on Amazon.
Millions of Americans staying at home are relying on Amazon.
Amazon has transformed its operations in response to COVID-19 to protect employees and keep packages flowing.
Amazon has transformed its operations in response to COVID-19 to protect employees and keep packages flowing.
The company is keeping its employees safe and healthy while still delivering those packages to your doorstep.
The company is keeping employees safe and healthy.
The company is keeping its employees safe and healthy.
The company is keeping its employees safe and healthy.
The company is keeping its employees safe and healthy.
The company is keeping its employees safe and healthy.
The company is keeping its employees safe and healthy.
The company is keeping its employees safe and healthy.
It spent $800 million on increased wages and overtime pay during the pandemic.
It has spent $800 million on increased wages and overtime pay during the pandemic.
It has spent $800 million on increased wages and overtime pay during the pandemic.
It has spent $800 million on increased wages and overtime pay during the pandemic.
Amazon says it has spent $800 million on increased wages and overtime pay during the pandemic.
Every single one of Amazon's workforce of nearly 1 million people has played a critical role in making these changes happen.
I hope that they feel that passion that we have for safety,
so they can stay safe and healthy while you do too.
How insane was that? How dystopian was that clip? Now, keep in mind, take a step back for a second and realize that in theory, it's the media's job to fact check. They're supposed to present the facts, and they're supposed to present what aren't facts. Now, I say in theory because very often the media is biased, and they'll give you an establishment perspective to protect corporations. But never in my wildest dreams would I imagine that the media would just literally transcribe what corporations are telling them to do. This is a prepackaged script, prepackaged B-roll of what Amazon, the company, is willing to show you. They send that over to the news stations and they say, air this. And then the media says, okay, let's do it. And we know this because an anchor from Oklahoma City received the script. Compare this script here to what they say, and it's exactly the same. And an email from Amazon's PR team telling them to run this. Absolutely insane. What they're not telling you in that media clip is that Jeff Bezos is theoretically going to become a trillionaire, the world's first trillionaire by 2026. And also keep in mind, what they're not telling you, is that Jeff Bezos is cutting hazard pay at the start of June. These workers on the front lines are getting an extra $2 an hour extra for putting their lives on the line. And Jeff Bezos says, well, that's over. Sorry. Amazon sales are up this year. They're up. But Jeff Bezos says, let's cut the hazard pay. They don't need that. They're only putting their lives on the line. Who cares? Who cares if they get hazard pay? What they're not telling you in that clip is that Amazon fired whistleblowers who were whistleblowing about the conditions at the warehouses. No PPE, no social distancing, and they straight up fired them. So keep in mind, when they do this little puff piece, when they show you the things that they want to show you, that's not reality. That's not reality. Shame on these media stations for running this piece. You're literally parroting the PR talking points that Amazon wants you to spew. This is disgusting. All of those anchors should be fired, really. Just literally transcribing what a corporation tells you to. Absolutely insane. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Agree or disagree, let's have a conversation. And subscribe to join the political revolution against mainstream media. CNN, MSNBC, these local media stations, they're bought and paid for. Independent progressive media is the path forward. YouTube's censoring our video, so please hit that like button to get our video suggested and so we could grow this political revolution. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.